Good morning, Denver, North Carolina. Dr. Devin Atkinson from Atkinson Family Chiropractic. Just saying hello today. Today we're going to talk about the funky chicken. Do you know what the funky chicken is? If you've ever been to a wedding, every wedding I've ever been to has a funky chicken. It's, I don't want to be a chicken, I don't want to be a duck, so I'll shake my butt. Clap, 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 clap. So we're not really talking about the funky chicken dance. We're talking about actual real live chickens, because at my household we are in the process of getting some chicks so we can have eggs. Most people today have no experience with actually growing their own food, getting their own food, working the land, and then we really are so far away from nature that it's really a problem, especially with all the advertising we get from food companies on TV, magazines. Food is life, obviously, but we really need to get back to where we're making our own food, we're taking care of ourselves. Our kids are outside playing because being inside is terrible. So I'm going to show you a couple pictures. This is what we're going to talk about today. Getting back to nature, not being on the TV games all the time. One of the reasons I thought about this today is it's getting nice outside. It's first day of spring today. But also yesterday and over the weekend I was spending time in our forest, cutting down some trees so we can play out there. And just being out in the fresh air gives you a whole new perspective on life, especially with kids. My daughter, she was out there playing forever. And she was so tired that she just went inside and went to sleep. So parents, if you want your kids not to be crazy in the house, have them play outside for a little while and then bring them in the house. So the reason we're getting chickens, cage-free is on the top. To be cage-free, you can do whatever you want. You can have tons and tons of chickens inside a barn altogether. That's what they consider cage-free. Pasture-raised means that they're actually found in nature. Your food doesn't come from the supermarket. Your food comes from growing it, from farms. So you really need to get closer to where your food is. That's why we moved to Denver back in September, so we could get closer to nature. That's why my wife calls what she does with essential oils back to nature for health, because nature is where your health will lie. A couple things about the food industry and the advertising. 100% natural means nothing. It's just an advertising term. If you buy food because it says 100% natural, it doesn't mean anything. It just means that it's got some natural stuff in it, maybe. There's no FDA regulations on that. USDA doesn't care what you say is 100% natural because it means nothing. 100% natural is what you grow in the ground, or when you go to a farmer's market, that stuff's 100% natural. Even though this 7-Up ad says it's 100% natural, it's got other junk in it. McDonald's says they use 100% beef. I have no reason not to believe them, but you can say 100% real beef and not actually use 100% real beef. The pink slime controversy that was a few years ago, where they used chlorinated pink slime to get rid of all the diseases in your food. McDonald's says they don't use that anymore, but a lot of companies in their hamburgers still do, including what you buy at the grocery store. So buy locally. Find a farmer that you can work with. We know a few farmers in the area. Raise your own eggs if you can. That's why we don't live in an HOA, so that we can have our own chickens. The other thing we need to talk about is the Dirty Dozen. They've recently come out with a list of the dirtiest foods that you have to buy organic. I will post a link to that. But the Dirty Dozen foods, if you only buy these foods organic, you'll be living a much better, safer life. The dirtiest, most pesticide-ridden foods, I'll go from the bottom to the top. Potatoes are number 12. Number 11 is celery. Number 10 is tomatoes. Number 9 is pears. Number 8 is cherries. 7, peaches. Number 6, grapes. Number 5 is apples. Number 4 is nectarines. Number 3 is kale. Number 2 is spinach. And the most pesticide-ridden food in 2019 is strawberries. Berries in general have a lot of pesticides on them. The reason people like them is because they're sweet and they taste good. The reason bugs like them is they're sweet and they taste good. They don't have a thick skin to protect them, so pesticides sprayed all over them. Those are the Dirty Dozen for 2012. Always buy those organic. We never buy any of that stuff unless it's organic because it's full of pesticides. And then the Clean 15, these are the ones that, organic or not, they're going to be better for you. I will actually do the Clean 13 because I would never buy sweet corn or papayas that are not organic because 90% of sweet corn in the U.S. is GMO. Most papayas in the U.S. are GMO. But avocados you can buy, non-organic. Pineapple, sweet peas, onions, eggplant, asparagus, kiwi, cabbage, cauliflower, cantaloupes, broccoli, mushrooms, and honeydew melon. Most of those, if you look at them, have a thick coating on the outside so that bugs don't really care to get in. Like avocados, they have that covering. Honeydew melon has a covering. Cantaloupe has a covering so that bugs don't really get in it. So get back to nature. It will change your attitude. It will change your kids' attitude. Food does not come from grocery stores. Food comes from animals. And just even if you don't want to raise animals, plant some vegetables. Have a container garden. We had a container garden in the past when we've lived in other houses. Your food is very important, so you need to treat it with respect. And, food from the grocery store, it's gone through hundreds of different hands. A lot of people don't wash their hands, and it's disgusting. But your food is important. Get back to nature and do the funky chicken. I don't want to be a chicken. I don't want to be a duck. She'll shake my butt. Clap, 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 clap. Have a great day. Bye.